Timeout called as the coach will come out to talk with his pitcher.
Yeah, I think this is more of a settling the pitcher down, just letting him realize there's still a lot of baseball left to go. He's had decent control on it. It just feels like it's just been released a little too late or a little too soon in some of his pitches.
For those of you who can hear the crowd mic, Mr. Baseball's got the ballpark organ going on over here, playing a little Green Acres for the for Campbell Falcons. And so the huddle breaks up. Team starts to return to its positions. And Andrew Mays up to bat.
Mays has done a great job getting on base today. His batting average does not show that. His on-base percentage has been really well, but he has done a great job getting himself on base in situations with walks and hit by pitches and things like that.
First pitch down and in, ball one. Second pitch called strike. Looked pretty. Mays thought about a swing. Held back. 1-1. One away here in the bottom of the first. Bases loaded. Mays at the plate as that pitch is nearly to our camera.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you guys get a crash on the camera, we're going to go with it because why not?
2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swung on and fouled back. And that, friends, is what it looks like when a foul ball hits the net.
It is. Thank Andrew Mays.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Catcher dropped. But with the bases loaded, there's nowhere for Mays to go.
No.
2 away.
I feel like a lot of times Mays is striking out a lot of those pitches because he's chasing that one. He is really chasing that low inside or low outside pitch.
Speaking of Chase.
Chase Ford.
Chase Ford at the bat. First pitch called strike. Oh, the dumb things we'll do for the live stream. The 0-1 pitch, way outside, ball 1.
Thing is we have a bases loaded, full count, Chase Ford up to bat, and we do not want to leave this many.
It's 1-1.
I mean, 2 outs is what I meant to say.
Yep. Called strike 2 with the giant 2 from the umpire. One-two pitch, swung on, and that's going to be lined right at the shortstop. Let's see, he'll flip to second, and he'll get the out. So your Tigers put 1 on the board, threaten with 3 more, and leave them stranded. We'll be right back with more Tiger baseball with the Hoptown Press.
with more Tiger baseball in the Hoptown Press. Right now, Fort Campbell's back up, top of the second inning. Your Tigers up 1-0 over the Falcons.
And the count is even, 1-1. Ketzel with the JJ speed tonight. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ketzel is taking a page out of JJ's book, it looks like. And he is set and ready to throw. Shakes off that sign, takes the next one. That's going to be a ball just outside off the plate. Two-two pitch. We'll have to wait as Ketzel steps back to wipe the sweat from his face. Here's the first full count for Mr. Baseball tonight.
I have seen an improvement with Mays and his catching, getting things, stopping things.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Ketzel bringing the power
number
tonight.
1.
People love the Tiger. They love the Tiger.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Ketzel showing great control tonight. For those listening also to the game, the Lady Tigers are up 2-1 in their game tonight in the bottom of the second right now for them.
Strike 2, so that brings the count to 0-2. As the best part of the night gets started.
No joke.
Our dinner is delivered by the amazing Hoptown Tiger baseball boosters. So another strikeout here. Ketzel's on a roll. First pitch ball low. Tyler Hansen, the left fielder, steps in. That's going to be called ball 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to hear from you on Facebook. Let us know if you think this new camera is worth the shakiness a little bit, being up closer to the batters. What we're really trying to see is if it's going to look a little better when the lights come on and it gets dark outside.
2 balls and a strike, and that ball's lifted toward right. It's going to get foul, and Zach Moss just not quite able to get to it. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here at the top of the second. Tigers lead the Falcons 1-0. As Ketzel looks to strike out the side. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, dropped by the catcher. He'll throw down to first, and that'll take care of the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the second, sorry.
Yeah, bottom of the second inning, 1-0. Your Tigers are leading Fort Campbell Falcons. We'll be right back with more Tiger baseball and the Hoptown Press. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with more Tiger baseball in the Hoptown Press. Bottom of the second, your Tigers lead 1-0 over Fort Campbell.
As there's a tiny huddle on the mound.
Up now
for the pitcher to get some
Thomas
glove
Hallmark.
bumps.
That is one thing I love about high school baseball is everybody tries to be so encouraging and uplifting of the players. It's nice to see.
That is a hallmark of high school baseball.
It is a hallmark of high school baseball.
I'm going to do this all night.
And I really think it creates giant among men. Speaking of giant, Hallmark is a pretty tall freshman. He's one of the few freshmen on the 200 hall you can actually watch and see coming up the hall and down the hall.
Ball and a strike as that ball rolls halfway to first base down the foul side off the catcher's glove because that was ball one.
Okay.
The windup. 1-1 lifted towards center field. We'll see if the center fielder can get under it. That's going to do it for out number one. Next up, Chris Medina.
Big Chris Medina coming into bat, 259 so far on the season. Doing a great job getting on base. Some excellent defensive plays in some tough situations with lighting and the sun. He's doing a great job out there. I call him my Funky Cole Medina. I love him as a senior. He's a great guy on the field. And he knows how to wait for his perfect pitch.
Called strike one there. Looked pretty good.
Yeah, we can definitely see more of the base and more of the strike zone with this new angle.
The 0-1 pitch. Medina squares around to bunt, but that pitch so high and outside, no chance he's leaving that bat out there.
No.
So 1-1. Medina squares the bunt again and has to pull back. 2-1 is laid down.
Great bunt by Medina.
It's called a foul ball as it bounced off his shin, it looked like.
Did it bounce? I couldn't see.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Mr. Baseball says it hit him. I believe Mr. Baseball. I believe in Mr. Baseball.
So you didn't believe it when I said it?
Nope, not a bit.
Sweet.
I believe Mr. Baseball. Just not about, full counts.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Oh, that hit him again, too.
No, that was behind him. That's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
I'm not sure how that hit him because it completely changed the angle after going past him.
Umpire says ball 3. Medina does not argue, so I'm going to assume he did not feel himself get hit.
All right.
Full count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's going to be lined in the gap between the shortstop and the third baseman. Medina's on his horse as he turns first base, but he'll hold up there. So the Tigers get a base runner here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, bottom of the second. JJ batting number 12, so the CGs will be wrong today because of the special uniforms. He is wearing number 12 tonight. So typically he's number 42 for our team, but tonight he's number 12.
Yeah, with these new uniforms, the numbers are a little different. That's called a ball high. Pitcher looks in for the sign. Medina takes his lead. JJ swings and lifts another one toward left field. Shortstop and third baseman are running over each other trying to get it. Nobody's communicating, and that will put JJ on first base and Medina on second.
I don't think that was a communication error. I think that was more lost in the sun because it was right where he was going with the catch, and he just kind of turned a little bit into the sun.
And that one will be marked as an error. That one will go as an error against the Falcons.
I would call the one that happened at first base more of an error than that one in my mind because of the sun and the angle, but that's why I don't make those calls.
So first pitch to Sweeney, high and outside, ball 1.
Sweeney calls timeout.
That one lined to the third baseman. He'll step on third and think about the double play. He will get the lead runner for out number 2. So Medina is headed back to the dugout as Zach Moss steps up to the plate with runners at first and second.
It's nice seeing little Perry get out there in the jersey as well and being the bat boy. Been the bat boy for most of our home games we've seen.
Connor Perry runs more than any kid on this team.
I think so too. He even runs the pole to pole with the guys usually.
First pitch to Moss is way up and out. Ball 1.
I wonder if
catcher lucky to hold on to that one.
I wonder if he's going to have Weber's going to open up JJ to give him a chance to steal third.
Swung on and fouled back. That'll get out of play for strike number 1.
So 1-1 to Zach Moss. Zach has done really well in past games in these situations, pulling up some couple triples and a couple doubles to bring in some runs. JJ's
moving. Sweeney's moving. He'll slide in. That ball's going into center field. JJ is going to score. Sweeney's headed for third. The throw coming. It's going to hit him in the back. So Sweeney advances to third. And the Tigers will score their second run.
Yeah. Smart play by – he had no chance to get JJ at third, but he was going for Sweeney at
1 ball,
second.
2 strikes is the call from the umpire.
I really think that ball was just thrown a little too low by the catcher to get to the second base, shortstop at the time, causing the ball to go past Sweeney into the outfield.
So 1-2 pitch inside, ball 2. We were all holding our breath up here on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here at the top of the second, bottom of the second. And the Tigers lead the Fort Campbell Falcons 2-0. That pitch taken for ball 3.
Moss has 4 RBIs on the season that I can see right now based on old stats. I'm not sure.
Three balls, 2 strikes. Moss steps out of the box, and the pitcher steps off the mound. Full count. Here's the pitch. It's inside. Moss will head to first base. So that'll put runners at the corners for the Tigers.
Powell up to bat now.
With Gavin Powell coming to the plate. First pitch up high, ball 1. No throw to second as Zach Moss is in there standing up. Two-0 pitch. Called a strike in the same spot we all held our breath earlier.
All right, is he calling strike or the number? Like first strike, second one.
He usually, so on 2, it's definitely a 2. 3-1 there. If it's a ball, yeah, he says he's saying the count a lot. So like after that pitch right there, he said 3-1. He didn't even say ball or strike. He said 3-1.
That's helpful.
It has been helpful.
Not sure if the crowd mic's picking that up or not. Hopefully it is.
Ball
Bases
4.
are now loaded to Kitzel.
So we'll reset with 2 outs. So Ketzel will step in. No official at-bat for the night. And that first pitch is fouled toward Coach Weber on third base. So Ketzel swing and a miss. That pitch gets by the catcher.
Yeah, just no place for the base runners to go on that one.
So no balls, 2 strikes to Ketzel. Oh, 2 pitch is way up, and here they come. Sweeney slides into home
So I'd
for
like
run number 3.
I would like to say something about Sweeney. Sweeney is a workhorse. Because remember that first game where he slid in, and it was like a belly flop out there at second base. Like, it looked painful just watching. And you could tell he's been working on that because he got this elegant kind of like swan thing going on. Appreciate you, Sweeney, and everything you're doing to work on that.
The 1-2 pitch was inside, ball 2.
I think the catcher was a little afraid that got by him and he missed it.
Mays on deck with his leg guards on. Another hold your breath pitch. I don't know if you guys can see that from this angle, being down so low. So full count here with 2 outs.
Oh, struck him out.
And Ketzel will swing and miss at strike 3. So that will do it for the home half of the second inning. Hopkinsville plates 2 and leads the Falcons 3-0. We'll be right back with more Tiger baseball with the Hoptown Press.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with more Tiger baseball in the Hoptown Press. Your Tigers lead the Fort Campbell Falcons 3-0 in the top of the 3rd inning. Pop up. JJ in the middle.
JJ makes the catch for out number 1.
Ketzel has looked very good on the mound today through the first 2.5 innings.
First pitch to Noah Lamas, a called strike. Second pitch, a little low, ball 1. Strike 2. Even though our student section is sitting in the sun, I see blankets.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's a lot of blankets out here today.
Swing and a
Good
miss.
swing.
Strike 3. That is out number 2.
This game changer, how many strikeouts they have right now? He has right now tonight.
swing, and that one's popped back up to Ketzel. He'll field it easily, and that will do it for the top of the third. We will get you that information on Ketzel strikeouts when we return with more Tiger baseball with the Hoptown Press.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Bottom of the third inning. Your Tigers lead 3-0 over the Falcons. Andrew Mays up to bat right now.
That first pitch called a ball.
Yeah, that was very close to being hit by pitch. I guess it just died in the dirt right before him.
Two balls, no strikes.
A lot of cheers coming from the Lady Colonel or Lady Tigers up there. Wishing those ladies the best of luck. They're playing.
Mays wanted that high fastball there. He was able to lay off 3-0.
Lady Tigers are playing UHA at home tonight.
There is ball four, so Mays will take a walk to first base.
Chase Fort up to bat right now. Declan Gettich is going to be the courtesy runner for Mays on first base. So go ahead and get his catching gear back on. Smart play by Weber there.
We don't see Getterts at the plate very often. We do see him frequently running the bases as Chase Fort pops up to the second baseman for out number one.
Designated hitter Thomas Hallmark, the gentle giant of the Tigers, up to bat right now. Super nice freshman on the 200 hallway in Hopkinsville High School. If you see someone taller than most people, just say hi to Thomas. It's probably him.
Pretend pickoff play to first as the pitcher does not release the ball. Pitch swung on and grounded to third base. Third baseman could not make a play at second, but will get the runner at first. So Getterts moves to second base, and Hallmark will head back to the dugout. Chris Medina up to bat next.
Funky Cole Medina up to bat right now. One of the senior leaders on the team. It's a very young team, and he is one of two seniors right now, and a couple juniors, and the rest are sophomores, freshmen, and eighth graders. Exciting news when you think about that for what the Tigers can have in the next few years. Foul ball.
Right down the third baseline, just outside of the bag.
Yeah, I think if he would have had that hooked that enough to be inside, it would have been a nice little.
The third baseman is playing right at the line, leaving that space open where Medina put that hit in his previous at bat between the shortstop and the third baseman. Pitcher fakes the pickoff play again to second.
Yeah, they were just finding time to play in the dirt.
The pitch called, strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Tigers lead 3-0. Chris Medina at the plate.
This is where we found ourselves in each inning so far, with at least one guy on base and 2 outs, and we kind of leave that person stranded. We've been in that. That's been the
That's
issue.
going to dribble toward the shortstop. Third baseman cuts across in front of him. The shortstop still able to make the throw and get the out. So that's out number 3. We will head to the top of the 4th. Tigers lead 3-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with more Tiger baseball in the Hoptown Press. Top of the 4th, Fort Campbell Trails, your Tigers, 3-0. Right now we are at 1 strike, no balls. Ketzel on the mound for the Tigers.
Strike 2, as Ketzel does have 6 strikeouts already on the night.
I believe that's going to put Ketzel in double-digit strikeouts for the season.
That's going to bloop out to third base.
Sorry there, ladies and
The
gentlemen.
quick throw. Out number 1. So pitch number 34 for Ketzel, which is a very low number.
Especially with 6 strikeouts.
Not sure what that conversation was. The umpire went out to talk to Ketzel after that pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
He really wanted that pitch.
The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and popped way up. Sweeney looking to get under it.
No, it's going to go to Powell.
And Powell able to grab it.
Third baseman for them, Swan. Had a couple of good defensive plays.
And that's going to be a ball low and away. Two balls, no strikes to Swan.
It's also good to see the middle school Hopkinsville Tigers middle school game out there working out.
Swung on and popped up. That's going to get out of play.
You see them out in the left field corner right now, that pop-up.
2 balls and a strike.
Appreciate those coaches and everything they get to do for our team. and our schools.
2-1 pitch. Inside, going to get away from Mays. That's ball 3. Three-one lined back up the middle. Sweeney's going to make a dive, but not be able to get it. That's going to get out to JJ, and the Falcons have their first hit of the night.
That was a good hit by the Falcon. Right where Sweeney couldn't be. That would have been a heck of a play by Sweeney to get. But I think even coming up for the slide, it would have been a very hard throw out from the kneeling position for him.
Pick off toward first. Runners back.
I'd like to say thank you to all of our Tiger Baseball boosters. We appreciate you and everything you're doing, and we appreciate the amazing food you make that supports us, Hoptown Press, and the Tiger fans. See a lot of people chilling down. Love that, what you guys bring to the table. Number 1 concessions in the region. Number 1, ladies and gentlemen.
The 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1. That ball lined right at Sweeney. He'll flip it to second base, and that'll do it for the top of the 4th inning. Tigers lead 3-0. The Falcons threaten 1 and leave him stranded. We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball with the Hoptown Press.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with more Tiger Baseball on the Hoptown Press. Bottom of the 4th inning, Tigers lead 3-0 over Fort Campbell Falcons. Up to bats, top of the lineup now for J.J. Thompson, number 12 tonight. Typically number 42. So it's going to be J.J., Sweeney, and Moss. Start the sitting up. J.J. comes in, batted about .327. Done a great job getting base hits, getting on base. Had a big stolen base, which caused catcher to try to throw out Sweeney. Ended up getting all the way home on that last at bat. So it's good to see. Chipper up to the... I think that one JJ got. He just didn't get all of it for sure. All right, Sweeney up now. New walk-up music for Sweeney. Enjoying that.
Try to get that microphone turned up a little bit so you guys can get a little of that.
I'm great with that. Little head bobs, little things going like that.
First pitch to Sweeney is going to be up, ball 1. 2 balls, no strikes. Hallmark's kicking the cord. I'm not sure if we've lost our camera downstairs.
All right. Yeah. Big walk for Sweeney. Special guest with us right now, Mr. Baseball, live on the mic as we try to get our camera set up and working again down below.
All right, folks. We're in trouble now. Have a visit to the mound at the moment. Fort Campbell's going to talk things over as Zach Moss will be stepping to the plate here shortly.
Now, Mr. Baseball, you've got a lot of experience with baseball in this area for sure. With Fort Campbell, I know they suffer from what most of their sports suffer in is their players are only here for a couple of years and they have to leave because of the way the military installation works. Have they ever been that you can remember where that upper echelon, top of the region, top of the?
Very rarely. I'll speak my age here, but been 30-plus years ago. But they actually had a couple of some players from Hoptown that their parents were in the military that they actually went down there and they were very competitive for a couple of years down there. And that helped out a whole lot.
Yeah, so that's awesome to hear for everything like that. So our camera down low is back up there. Zach Moss, 1 out. Zach Moss batting right now. One out, 1 ball.
And also, I was in high school. They had a kid that transferred in, ended up going to play. He pitched college baseball for several years. Scott Kurtz, he's a lefty, and he was dominating. Gosh,
oh, really?
He was amazing. And combine that with a couple of local talents that moved down there, they competed really well for a couple of years. But overall, it's kind of like most sports. The consistency is so hard.
Sweeney's moving to second
with the influx of students that come in and out.
Yeah, I think about famous athletes who played college, who were military kids and grew up to be incredibly famous. Like Shaquille O'Neal grew up on military installation, but his dad was stationed there for all 4 years of high school.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't move around. He was there. So he got the full 4 years with one coach and things like that. And we kind of take for granted how important that is as fans of baseball and fans of it to the chance to mature under a coach. And everybody's different. Everybody's coach is so different. Sweeney takes third.
Pitching the dirt there, and Sweeney advances third. So we have 3-1 count on Moss. Looking for something really in his wheelhouse on this pitch.
Interesting to see what Moss is going to do here.
He had one there, fouls it off. Full count now on Zach Moss.
Yeah, Moss is one of 2 of our players already committed to D1 schools. Moss is committed to go play baseball at Kentucky, starting QB for our Tigers as well, but he also plans to play baseball. Big walk for him.
And ball 4 to Moss. That'll bring up Gavin Powell, and it'll bring Fort Campbell's coach out of the dugout. We're going to make a pitching change here.
All right, with the pitching change right now, we'll be right back with more Tiger baseball and the Hoptown Press. Too much weight? Too much weight? He's gone again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with more Tiger baseball. Bottom of the fourth still. 1 out, 1 on third for the Tigers. Actually, 1 on third, and Zach Moss is on first base for the Tigers. Right now, Gavin Powell's up to bat right now. Apologize for the situation with the lower camera. We keep losing power with it, so we're going to do our best today with it. Zach Moss goes for second. Big steal by Zach Moss. Sweeney goes home. Plate to plate. Thrown out at the plate. Could not tell exactly where the tag was and the slide was there, but great job. Good try by Sweeney. Zach Moss moving around, so that's going to be 2 outs. So we appreciate Mr. Baseball in this so far in this inning. We appreciate everything he gets to do with us.
2 balls, no strikes. As I've run up and down the stairs a couple times. I will try to catch my breath.
It's okay. Breathing is fun.
So Richards had, whoa, that pitch is way to the backstop.
Another stolen base by Moss.
Moss will take third
Good
without
job.
a problem.
Good job by the third baseman to catch that ball around Moss because that was thrown right at his legs.
So with a track and field event on Saturday, Richards had to climb the stairs to the press box in the Stadium of Champions, which is no short trip.
It is a long way up.
Mr. Baseball says the last 8 steps are the worst.
Mr. Baseball is also the voice of the announcements for our Tiger football team. And he is no joke. The last 8 steps, you get to those last 8 steps, and you literally have to stop and just go, is it really worth this? Great job, though, for our Hopkinsville Tigers track and field team. They took home all-around overall winners of the event Saturday, the Hopkinsville Classic. Ladies won, men won, actually, and they did the Pablo Sanchez Fleet Award. The Pablo Sanchez Fleet Award was awarded to, I do not remember the name of the young man who won it for the men, but for the women was Deasia Tullis, the sophomore, who actually plays for the Tiger basketball team. So it was great to see her and great to see the support of them.
I believe the winner of the Pablo Sanchez Award for the guys was Chris Johnson.
No, it was not. I don't think so. I can find out real quick, though. I know that.
0-1 pitch is way behind the batter. The throw to the plate goes to the first baseman.
Good slide by Zach. The first baseman was a little bit out of play and ended up getting
That was the
pitcher.
Yeah, I believe that was the pitcher as he tripped over Moss as Moss was getting up.
Nice combat role for him, though. Very well executed. Yeah, at the stadium, if you've ever been to the press box at the stadium, It's about 1.5 miles up in the air, straight up.
So a ball and 2 strikes to Ketzel, who is officially 0 for 1 tonight, as walks don't count as at-bats. So he has had a walk and a strikeout.
Winner for the boys was William Alston.
Okay.
Alston. A.S. Yeah. So he was the winner, the overall winner for the track and field boys this weekend. But great job all the way around. They really wanted to pay Pablo Sanchez honor and support. And the cool thing is they brought his megaphone out. Pablo Sanchez would always bring to the track events and yell at his players through a megaphone. And they brought his megaphone out, and that's how they did the final awards. They all did it through Pablo Sanchez's megaphone. So it was great to see. Kudos to Coach Jessica Shepard. She did a great job with that team and getting everybody ready, and had the stadium in tip-top shape. And the whole event went really, really well. The Tigers did a great job. Hard work by all of our players, all of our fans, and it was a great day for them.
Tigers have a guy warming up in the bullpen. It's Connor Perry.
Connor Perry going to come in.
Full count. Here to Ketzel.
He could pull it off, I think, Connor Perry. On his birthday,
And
wild
that
pitch.
pitch is going to
Watch the
go
bat.
behind the plate.
Bad placement of the bat
Yeah,
by Ketzel.
Ketzel dropped his bat, and it was right in.
Yeah, the baseline, because he
The
could not
baseline.
slide in that situation because of hitting the bat. But still able to get the run in. 5-0 for your Tigers.
With Mays up to bat, 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. Tigers lead 5-0. Gavin Powell on first. Mays over 1 tonight with a strikeout and a
Big.
walk.
Ketzel steals second. Yeah, I think Weber realizes the speed and the ability of the catcher's arm, and he's gonna go for it. He's gonna run every time.
I talking with Caleb Brown earlier today and Chris Medina earlier today.
Big swing.
Coach Weber came into this game tonight with a plan to be aggressive. So his guys, with this being a district contest, he wanted his guys to come in aggressive tonight. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 Mays. 2 away.
Defensively, I really feel like the Tigers have been super aggressive the last few games. They haven't really given up a lot of craziness. It's just been good play baseball. Our bats have just been a little quiet lately. Hopefully, we can see some thunder coming up.
Two 2-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back over the press box. And bouncing back through the visitor stands.
I do find it funny that I heard it hit the stands, and then somebody said, heads up, heads up, heads up.
I'm
after
not sure
already
it
the ground.
hit this. I think it hit the
Oh,
light pole
okay,
over here.
got it.
And
Another stolen base. 2
As
for-
Gavin Powell will move to third base,
That is
and the
Ketzel,
count
isn't it?
moves to full.
Is that Powell or
That is-
Ketzel?
No, you are correct. That is Ketzel.
I thought that was Ketzel. Another chop.
So full count as that ball goes foul. We will repeat the 3-2.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, for our quietness. We have had our beeping sound start happening. We don't know where it's coming from. And if you know school teachers with beeping noise, you go a little crazy.
3-2 pitch. Called strike 3.
Struck
So
out.
that will end the 4th inning. Tigers put 2 more on the board, 5-0. We'll be
ladies and gentlemen, we are back. More Tiger baseball in the Hoptown Press. Still on the mound is Ketzel. Your Tigers lead 5-0 over Fort Campbell. Top of the 5th inning.
trying to fix our graphics here. Some of our screens are a little delayed.
There we go.
I think we are all set here.
In the dirt.
Ketzel delivers the 3rd pitch to Harrington. Count is 2-1. Sorry for the delay on getting that to you. Ketzel is moving quickly. That ball fouled down the 3rd baseline. 2-2.
A lot of hop foot and steps in that Tiger dugout today.
Ketzel starts his windup. The batter tries to slow him down.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the issues we had with the camera down below. We are having issues with a cable coming unplugged. It's a big strikeout for Ketzel.
Strike 3 looking. So pitch number 50 was the one that struck him out. 51 is called a ball. One ball, one strike. That pitch called strike.
Ketzel has looked really good tonight.
Swing and a foul. Tip into the catcher's glove for strike number 3.
Big strikeout for Ketzel.
That is strikeout number 8 on the night. And that first pitch from Ketzel is a strike. He is already ready on the mound.
I think Ketzel has realized he seems to be taking a play from JJ's book. JJ pitches just like that. He is ready to go.
That pitch is inside.
I think he needs to slow down a little bit. He seems to have his releases a little late, and it's causing it to get closer and closer to that left-handed batter.
That pitch is swung on, and it's going to be dribbled down the first baseline, but foul for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 5th inning, Tigers lead 5-0 against the Fort Campbell Falcons. And that pitch
3-2.
inside, ball 3. Full count. Swung
Big
on and missed.
swing.
Strike 3 will end the inning. We'll head to the home half of the 5th. Tigers up 5-0. We'll be right back with more Tiger baseball with the Hoptown Press.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Bottom of the 5th inning. Your Tigers lead 5-0 over Fort Campbell. Chase Moss up to bat right now.
Chase Fort.
Chase Fort. Chase Moss. Chase Fort. Somebody's chasing somebody.
We are not chasing Fort Campbell. At this point, they are chasing us.
Somebody's chasing somebody. That's what I called, didn't I? It's all good.
We do have a pitcher warming up in the bullpen at this point, a right-hander. As Mr. Baseball will grab the
that looks like Gavin Mitchell.
The binoculars. That pitch lined toward the gap. The third baseman will scoop it and throw him out at first.
The third baseman for the Falcons, I'm not sure his name.
Swan
has had some amazing good throws. He's had some great grabs and some good throws. He's done a good job at third base. Definitely comfortable at third base, making some plays.
Hallmark steps up to the plate.
Hallmark, as Hallmark walks behind Hallmark.
Thomas Hallmark 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch a ball. That second pitch high, ball 2. The net in the bullpen making it difficult for us to confirm.
I believe it is Gavin Mitchell because
the change in numbers on jerseys tonight is also
because the two pitchers we have at that size are Gavin Mitchell and Sweeney is in the dugout holding the bat right next to JJ.
All right, 3-0 pitch coming. That's at the backstop for ball 4. So Thomas Hallmark will take a walk to first base.
Chris Medina up now. We can call Medina. Want to make sure we get this.
So 1 out. Thomas Hallmark on first.
Something I've liked about Chris is when we interviewed him, he talked about these players just have the dog in them. And I asked what in the world that meant, because I'm 43 years old, and that's not a phrase I ever use. And discussing with Coach Tipler means they're willing to keep fighting. They don't give up. They always fight for it. And I like that. I like that mindset from the senior, and I like that mindset from the 8th graders. It's great to see out there for the Tigers. As Medina has 0-1 count right now.
No balls and a strike. Hallmark takes a lead.
Big
swing
by
and a miss. Strike 2.
Big swing by Medina.
JJ on deck. The 0-2 pitch way outside. Catcher threatens to throw to first, but the first baseman was way out of position. That would not have been a good idea.
Nope.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Medina. Timeout called. We are reaching that time of night
Yeah, where
when
we
it
just can't see the
becomes
signals.
difficult for the pitcher and catcher to communicate. That's a pitch to the backstop, and Hallmark's going to take off for second. No throw.
Yeah. Hallmark's just not a speedy base runner, but that helped him out getting there. Little baby Weber grabbing the cable down there for us. Hope she's trying to plug it back in. Appreciate that.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Big swing.
That
from
pitch
Medina.
was up high, and Medina chased it. They say those high fastballs come in looking amazing to most batters, and Medina just not able to lay off on the high heat that time. So JJ will step back up. He is 0 for 3 tonight, but has scored a run.
Oh.
And
Catcher took that
ball
hard
hits-
off his hand.
That ball
That may
hits the
have
catcher in his.
Broken his thumb. He caught that fastball right with his hands.
So we're going to take a timeout while the trainers come out to take a look.
Cookies in motion.
We will be right back with more Tiger baseball from the Hoptown Press.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with more Tiger baseball in the Hoptown Press. Catcher injury for Campbell. So as you can see, Cookie moving across the field right now. New catcher in play, number 16 for Fort Campbell. Colton Ramos is coming in to play for Fort Campbell, covered in. What happened right there was kind of a nasty play. Not sure on the young man's injury or if he's badly hurt or anything, but fastball inside, and he couldn't get his glove to it, so to keep it in front of him, like most baseball players will do, he takes it off the thumb hand, his bare hand, and as soon as it hit, you heard something, and you could tell, well, definitely he was going to be in some pain. But great job by him to try to tough it out and go into the dugout. He did not want to be taken out, but the coach made the right call there. So here we go, JJ, 2 outs, 1
A ball and no strikes. Thomas Hallmark on third, and the count now moves to 2-0.
Yeah, this is another right-handed catcher for the Falcons. How many high school sports mascots are birds? Big swing by JJ.
Popped way up towards the Fort Campbell dugout, and it will bounce off the concrete, or the dirt, should I say.
Bounce off something.
Well, that dirt over by the dugout is packed down, or the gravel.
Well, it's gravel, isn't it?
It's packed down so well, that ball shot back up like it bounced off of concrete. So that'll bring the count to 2-1.
Big at bat for JJ.
2-1 pitch. Way outside, ball 3.
And again, loving the Tiger jerseys tonight, saluting Fort Campbell, saluting the armed forces on Fort Campbell that aren't here and who are here and deployed and everything like that, with the camouflage jerseys and the red, white, and blue Hoptown Tiger hats. Great to see. Excellent hats. Big walk for JJ.
3-1 pitch is up and in. JJ will take first, and the Tigers have runners at the corners with Sweeney.
I don't.
For the Tigers.
Sweeney. That's what it's saying. Here we go. Yeah, there we go, Sweeney. Making people giggle. It's all fun. Blankets are out. You know,
First pitch to Sweeney, ball low.
I'm really thinking baseball fans are kind of like Dora the Explorer's backpack. I feel like they don't have anything to carry in with us, and all of a sudden they get cold, and there's like parkas and hats and blankets and gloves and all this other stuff. Where does it come from? It's magic.
On the 1-0
base by
pitch,
JJ.
it moves to 2-0. Defensive indifference. Unfortunately, JJ will not get credit for the stolen base. It's a terrible way to keep stats, but that is the way they do it. And there is called strike 1. So 2 balls and a strike to Sweeney. Runners on second and third. We are trying to see what the excitement is at the softball field.
Cannot tell. It looks like UHA is leading the Lady Tigers. Trying to find out the score for sure. If you are watching us online or anywhere else and you are up at the softball field, let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
That pitch is going to roll out to the second baseman, who cannot scoop it up.
Hallmark scores, so
And
does
that
JJ.
will get into right field. Sweeney's teasing him off of first base. So a two RBI error, I guess we're going to call that. That's not going to be
Is that not a hit?
that is not a single, sir. That it resulted in him on first base, but it was not a single, as that ball should have been fielded by the second baseman. That is an error for the Falcons, their third of the night. First pitch to Moss, swung on, and the shortstop will back up and try to make the catch. He will indeed do that, and we will head to the top of the 6th inning Your Tigers lead 7-0. We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball with the Hoptown Press.
We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball. Brought to you by the Hoptown Press. We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball. Brought to you by the Hoptown Press. We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball. Brought to you by the Hoptown Press. We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball. Brought to you by the Hoptown Press. We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball. Brought to you by the Hoptown Press. We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball. Brought to you by the Hoptown Press. We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball. Brought to you by the Hoptown Press. We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball. Brought to you by the Hoptown Press. We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball. Brought to you by the Hoptown Press. We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball. Brought to you by the Hoptown Press. We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball. Brought to you by the Hoptown Press. We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball. Brought to you by...
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with more Tiger Baseball in the Hoptown Press. So first off, I want to give you guys a second as we talk about something else. What we got going on?
Are you a fan of Tiger Baseball? You want to show your support in a bold way? Then get ready for the limited edition Battle Every Pitch t-shirt. It's available now on our website. This stylish and comfortable t-shirt is a perfect way to show your love for Tiger Baseball while also supporting the Hoptown Press, your local source for news and information. Hurry and order your shirt today. It's only available for a limited time. Don't wait. Visit our website today and order your Battle Every Pitch t-shirt to show your support for Tiger Baseball and the Hoptown Press.
Now on the mound for your Tigers, Gavin Mitchell, a.k.a. not called John Daly anymore because the mullet is gone, ladies and gentlemen, and I may have shed a few tears over that. Gavin, one of our strong 8th grader core, between him and Sweeney and Fort, great trio of 8th graders, and Gavin is now on the mound for the Tigers.
So a ball and 2 strikes to Lamas.
Update on the Lady Tigers score right now. Lady Tigers are tied with UHA, top of the 7th. They are top of the 7th, 7-7 tied. So great job by our Lady Tigers to compete with the UHA. Apparently it's a great softball game going on up there.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and that pitch is fouled off.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are going crazy because there's a beeping noise that we keep hearing and hearing and hearing. We don't know where it's coming from, but we hear it, and it's driving us crazy.
The 2-2 pitch. Called strike
Big
3.
strikeout for
Gavin Mitchell.
Gavin Mitchell, the artist formerly known as John Daly. I really like what this young kid brings to the plate, or brings to the mound. Great to see him on the mound. Great to see him control. And his control is pretty phenomenal for his size and his strength.
So that first pitch to Heron is going to be lifted into left field. Chris Medina will take that easily for out number 2.
Yeah, you call that easy, but he had to go about 40 feet to get that ball. And that was a really slow hit ball, so that could have come down at any time. So great job by Chris there.
So Ketzel did pitch 5 innings tonight, gave up 1 hit, struck out 9.
I think so far that may be Ketzel's most strikeouts in a single game. I think that puts him close to about 13 or 14 strikeouts on the season. We'll have the exact numbers later on.
So with 2 away, Gavin Mitchell gets the pitcher to ground out to the second baseman. And we will head to the home half of the 6th inning. Tigers lead 7-0. We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball with the Hoptown Press.
We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball. Brought to you by the Hoptown Press.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the bottom of the 6th inning. Your Tigers lead Fort Campbell Falcons 7-0. Coming up to bat right now, Gavin Powell for your Tigers. Tigers have shown a lot of hits, a lot of walks, a lot of great things going on. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
As we start the home half of the 6th. Tigers up 7-0.
So you know what happens when you give school teachers too many buttons to press? They press the wrong buttons sometimes. And sometimes you never know what's going to happen.
First pitch called strike.
So is a Lady Tigers in the middle of a nail biter with UHA tonight?
A ball and a strike.
Be awesome for both Tigers and Lady Tigers to get a district victory tonight. That'd be an awesome thing to happen.
The 1-1 pitch up high, ball 2. Two-one pitch low, ball 3.
Okay. After Powell in the batting circle, I believe that is J.J. Jones, Jerry Jones.
On deck looks like Jerry Jones. It does indeed.
If it is, it will be Jerry Jones' first at-bat of the season.
Full count here on Gavin Powell. Swung on and grounded to the third baseman. First baseman unable to hold on to it.
Yeah, that's sad because that was a great scoop and throw by this third. And here we go, J.J. Jones' first bat. Jerry Jones' first at bat for the Tigers, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be Jerry's first at-bat of the season. Good to see him getting out there. This is actually Jerry's first year ever playing baseball with the Tigers. He's a junior, football player the last few seasons, and now we're going to see what he can do with the bat.
First pitch called strike.
We do appreciate Jerry. Jerry's one of those players that is always easy to work with Weber, always great working, always puts in the hard work, and great to see him getting this at bat.
That pitch up high, ball 1.
Yeah, Jerry is very tall. If you can't tell that, he is in the kind of J.J. Moss range. He's above 6 foot.
1-1 pitch called strike 2.
I believe he's probably 6'1". Not quite sure on that one for sure. But he's in the top echelon of the tall players. He's in that Hallmark, Moss, Thompson, and Jones.
Check swing. held up.
Yeah.
All two. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lucked out there for Jerry Jones because that was a good check swing. And
That pitch up around the eyeballs. Full count. Mr. Baseball 1 for 8 tonight. Strike
struck him
3
out.
looking.
It's okay. That was a little inside and low to me. I think this is Colt Hancock. Yes, I believe this is Colt Hancock coming in, freshman Colt Hancock.
As the umpire will make the change in his scorecard.
Weber is making us work to figure out who these players are without different jerseys and everything like that. In the on-deck circle for the Tigers is...
Number 1 normally is Ryan Martin.
That is Ryan Martin there, number 1.
So Weber giving all his guys a chance to play tonight.
That's great for them, especially in a district game. Big swing by Colt.
First pitch to Colt Hancock is up high, but he's unable to lay off for strike 1.
Now, Colt's played baseball for a few years. Not one of the starters, but is definitely a team player. He does whatever Weber needs him to do.
Strike 2 called on the outside part of the plate. Runner goes. He's in there safely.
Yeah,
Ball and 2 strikes.
safely for this throw, but I don't know if it's slightly on the slide. That was a weird pop-up bounce for him. Kind of came in weird.
The 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Looked a bit high from here, but
All right, now up Ryan Martin for the Tigers. So, Lady Tigers are now in extra innings against UHA. Looks like we scored, but a weird play ended up losing us a run. Yeah, that is Ryan Martin up to bat. I see him in the hallway 3 or 4 times a day.
so 1 ball, 1 strike to Martin. With a runner on second, 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So we'll sort out all these pinch hitters and changes here in just a minute. That ball's grounded to second base. The throw is not
Safe.
going to be caught by the first baseman again.
Good running
He
by
struggled
Martin.
to scoop it, and Martin is on. That'll put runners on the corners.
Runners on the corner. The first baseman just couldn't scoop that, but also great stopping by Ryan not to run all the way through because he could have easily stepped on that bat.
So Gavin Mitchell will step in with runners on the corners here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 away as the umpire makes some more notes. So looking at the lineup here in Game Changer, we have JJ in center field. JJ Thompson in center field. Sweeney stays at shortstop. Zach Moss at first base. Gavin Powell at third base. Ketzel in right field. Looks like he'll be replaced by Jerry Jones. Colt Hancock behind the plate for Mays.
I did not know Colt caught.
And Martin in at second base for Chase Fort. And Gavin Mitchell on the mound, taking the place of our DH. And Medina on deck. So we have a 1-0 count here to Gavin Mitchell, and I hope I got all of those right.
They'll flip it to first for the out, and that'll do it for the home half of the 6th. We'll head to the top of the 7th, leading the Falcons 7-0. We'll be right back with more Tiger baseball with the Hoptown Press.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with more Tiger baseball in the Hoptown Press. Top of the 7th inning, your Tigers lead 7-0. Shortstop up to bat for the Falcons.
Oh, you don't want to say his name?
Wachowski?
Blazkowski.
Mike Wachowski. All right, so here we go. Big pop.
The 2-0 pitch popped way up. It's going to be a race to the wall.
Almost took out the guy for Kentucky New Era. Yeah, that came very close to getting the guy from the Kentucky New Era. And it actually hit his camera lens, it looked like.
So the 2-1 pitch from Gavin Mitchell, called strike 2.
Gavin has looked very strong from the mound today. I'm sad to see the mullet gone, but the artist formerly known as John Daly has looked very good on the mound for the Tigers tonight.
2-2 pitch. Swung on and popped way up. That's going to get out of play. So we will do the 2-2 again. Two-two pitch. Gonna be low. Mr. Baseball will put another mark on the.
What is our record for tonight? I've not been keeping track.
He is 1 for 9, and there is ball 4. He is 1 for 9 now.
Okay. You know, I honestly think he was probably right in the beginning, but then when he put the percentage on it, I think it just became too much.
No, I think he was accurate in the stat. I think it is just not working out in his favor.
No, but that's baseball and stats.
I don't believe that Mr. Baseball would just make up a stat.
But you guys also blamed goats for a long time. Oh, I'm not saying Mr. Baseball foul tip. I'm also not saying Mr. Baseball made up the stat.
because that's his go-to. The Cubs got involved because that is his go-to.
Hey, I'm a Reds fan, man. Last time we won was 1990. I was 10. That was 33 years. Hit by pitch. 24 takes the base. 2-1 for Gavin Mitchell. The artist formerly known as John Daly. Weber comes out to talk to Daly. See how he's doing. Making sure he's taken care of. Checking on his young team. Giving him a heads up. Maybe a couple Diet Cokes. All right, it looks like the Lady Tigers game is over up there. I cannot tell for sure. Trying to find out the final score up there. The Tigers look happy from a distance, but we really don't know for sure. So once we have the final score. Excited to see the Lady Tigers. Good crowd up there tonight, too.
That pitch up around the helmet.
Yeah, I'm not talk all as much. Hey, I talk about the Reds as much as you want. I'm fine with that.
Just don't bet on them. Could keep you out of the Hall of Fame. Unfortunate situation there.
Yeah, he's in the WWE Hall of Fame. That's one that matters, right? So.
2 balls, no strikes. Right.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah,
can bet on
no.
baseball but Pete Rose now.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why we love doing our own live stream. You
Yeah.
get to hear the crazy conversations we
So
have.
good.
Even in Kentucky, you can now, yeah.
I will say, I vote.
Is sports betting legal here in Kentucky yet? So it has not become law yet, but it has been voted in.
Yeah.
All right. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a
Big
miss.
swing.
Strike 2 to Lubis.
I
So
always thought it was funny we couldn't bet on racing, but we could bet on horses.
Couldn't bet on sports, but you could bet on
Yeah.
horses. Yeah. I understand that. In the state of Tennessee, I believe you can bet on sports, but you can't bet on horses. Another mark on the paper. We'll see if he can do better than 10% tonight.
No,
If he gets this one, he'll be 20%.
okay.
He'll be 2
No-
for 10.
no pressure for
2 out of
Campbell.
10.
Not a lot of foul balls tonight. A lot of foul balls tonight, though.
Timeout called as Gavin Mitchell turns to make the pickoff move to first base, and third baseman diving back overshoots first base and is almost into his first base coach. The pitch swung on, and that's going to be
20%
fouled.
for Mr. Baseball tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
20%.
I'm no math teacher,
You are a math teacher.
but I'd say that's about 40% less than he told us.
Actually, you are a math teacher.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the 7th.
Foul tip.
That ball will come off the bat, and then I believe
Off
Mays'
Mays.
helmet,
Yeah.
and then I believe off the umpire's mask. So I believe everybody got a piece of that ball before it went to the backstop, and we will do full count again.
No, the first one counted.
That is ball 4, and that will load the
Bases are loaded.
for the Falcons.
Nobody warming up for the Tigers. I don't think they're too worried about it right now, but if something crazy happens, I have a feeling they'll probably bring Hallmark in to close. Yeah. Hallmark's done. So he's got Mays at catcher who can still pitch.
He
And
could
then-
take Sweeney from short.
And JJ could always come in and throw a couple pitches, but after the last week, he threw over 100 pitches in versus Christian County.
So, and Mr. Baseball tells us that technically Ketzel could return to the mound. Like we said earlier, Ketzel pitched 5 innings, a total of 60 pitches. 60 pitches in 5 innings is not that bad.
No. I think the game before that, he threw more than 60 pitches.
JJ's start the other night started rough, 30-some pitches in the first inning.
Yeah.
And that's what ran him up into the high pitch count. And I honestly believe that JJ's one of those guys that when he's on the mound, he does not want to give that ball up. He wants the game to be in his hands. He wants to be the one in control and making things happen. Your beep is back, by the way.
I hear that. I don't know what it's from. Final score for the Lady Tigers versus UHA, 8-7 Tigers. Big Lady Tiger victory against UHA up the hill. Great job, Lady Tigers. We appreciate you and everything you do. Good job on the win versus district rival UHA.
So the 2-2 pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's going to be a big strikeout for Gavin Mitchell. And the first out of this half of the 7th inning. Puts us in a great spot here for a double play ball.
Coach Perry giving some directions.
Sorry about the camera movement, guys. We're trying to get situated here. One the count.
This is the aspect of Tiger baseball and the Fighting Tigers I appreciate from Coach Weber. Instead of yanking his 8th grader real fast, giving somebody else in there to pitch, he is letting him battle through. Got a big strikeout to get one out. Now he's making him, he's depending on Mitchell to take care of it. So big swing, big strike.
2-1.
Not swing, big strike.
2-1 pitch called strike on the outside corner.
Again, we appreciate the boosters, appreciate what they do for us, everything they do for the Hoptown Tigers, and what they mean to be part of this field.
2-2 pitch strikes him out. That is out number 2. So with bases loaded here in the 7th inning, Gavin Mitchell 1 out away from wrapping this game up. Any out will do here to get the Tigers a win. There is a fly ball lifted toward left center. Medina is on his horse, but will not get to it. That's going to get down.
3.
The Falcons circling the bases. That's going to be a 3-run double for the Falcons.
That ball was hit right where it needed to go, in between Medina and JJ.
Out in that long part of left field.
2 outs.
So Lamas comes back to the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight. That pitch called strike 1. So no balls and 1 strike to Lamas. That pitch fouled off way up on the hands there. That pitch inside, and I'm surprised he took a swing at that.
Yeah, that was way inside and high, so good to see Officer Ingram down here with the Tigers.
The 0-2 pitch way up. Tried to get him to climb the ladder. Just couldn't get him to swing. So a ball and 2 strikes. Mitchell steps off the rubber. He'll reset. He gets the sign. The pitch high and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the top of the 7th.
Did not like where Mitchell released that one. It was released kind of at a weird angle.
2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, and that will do it. Your Tigers with the win over the Fort Campbell Falcons. 7-0. Thank you guys for joining us tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us with the Hopkinsville Tigers and Tiger Baseball with the Hoptown Press. We appreciate you, appreciate everybody who has joined us today to be online.
So tonight's home game is the only one we have this week. We'll play tomorrow night at Fort Campbell at 5:30. Away again on Friday at Christian County. Saturday, a rare Saturday game at West Creek at 1 p.m. And then we will be back here next Monday night at 5:30 p.m. against Ohio County. We hope you can join us here at Tiger Field, and if you're unable to join us at Tiger Field, that you will join us online, either on YouTube or on Facebook. Make sure you like and subscribe to our pages so that you are always able to keep up with Tiger Baseball. And as always, we thank you guys for joining us. For John Richards, I'm Thomas Wise. We are the Hoptown Press. We'll see you next week.
We'll be right back with more Tiger Baseball. Brought to you by the Hoptown Press.